So if you've done any bit of research about moving to Phoenix, Arizona, it's no doubt that you've come across East Valley and West Valley. In today's video, we're going to compare the East Valley versus the West Valley and talk about, what may be a better fit for you. Welcome back. It's Rich Brecklin, real estate agent with eXp Realty. Welcome to another episode of Arizona Life. Now, if this is your first time here, this is the channel where I show you exactly what it is like to call Arizona home. Now, if you're looking to make Arizona your home, please reach out. My contact information is down in the description below, and I would love to be your real estate agent of choice when it comes to making Arizona your home. So East Valley versus West Valley. Well, what are the differences? What are the similarities? And what towns and cities are in each one? So that's what we're going to start with. So when it comes to the West Valley, we're looking at Buckeye, El Mirage, Glendale, Goodyear, Litchfield Park, Peoria, Surprise, Tolleson, Wickenburg, Youngtown. And although they're not cities or towns, you may also find in your search Sun City, Sun City West, and Sun City Grand. When it comes to the East Valley, we're talking about Apache Junction, Chandler, Gilbert, Mesa, Tempe, and Queen Creek. And for the sake of this video, we're not going to include Fountain Hills or Scottsdale. Scottsdale kind of stands on its own, so we're not going to include those in this video. I know some folks, they do include Scottsdale in the East Valley, some don't. For the sake of this video, we're not going to include Scottsdale in the East Valley. So obviously, the West Valley, those are homes west of Phoenix in the valley. East Valley, obviously east of Phoenix. So hopefully you can figure that out. But just in case, that is kind of what that means. It's the west of Phoenix, east of Phoenix. Now, when it comes to the overall landscape, the geography, both have some similarities, and there's also some differences. So just in my own travels and what I find when I'm going to the West Valley is you have more of that Southwest vibe, the more the mountainous area. Granted, there are mountains obviously in the East Valley, but a lot of the communities, they're closer to the mountains, especially for example Goodyear, you're so close to the Estrella mountain range. So if that's something that you're looking for, the West Valley may be a better option. And also the West Valley, it feels like there's more growth which could occur. There's a lot more open areas. There's just room for expansion there. Where the East Valley, it's a little bit more congested in some areas, a little bit more built up, and there's not quite the room for growth. Now, we are starting to see communities, like Queen Creek explode in growth as people, they don't want to be necessarily, in Gilbert or Chandler where it's a little busier. So we're starting to see those outlying areas develop more and more. But if you're looking to spread your wings a little bit, the West Valley may be that better choice for you. Now, when it comes to home prices, in the West Valley, your average home price is going to be $445, median of $400, and the recent high was right around $2.6 million. And for 3-bed, 2-bath, we're looking at an average of $378, a median of $365, and the highest recent was $1.6 million. Now we head over to the East Valley, the average is right around $530, a median of $470, and a high recently of $3.7 million. And looking at 3-bed, 2-baths, you're looking at an average of $425, a median of $416,000, and then the highest 3-bed, 2-bath home was right at $1 million. So depending on your budget, you may get more bang for your buck in the West Valley, and you may save a little bit of money. So the home prices in the East Valley are they are a little bit higher than the homes in the West Valley. So if you are, thinking with budget in mind, it's like, I really don't want to spend $500,000, the West Valley may be a better option for you. Now, when it comes to transportation, well, all in all, there's not a lot of great public transportation in Arizona, or at least in the Phoenix metro area. So you do need a car here. I'm sure other people say you don't, but I'm telling you, if you're looking to commute to and from work, a car is a must. But let's say you don't, and you want to rely on the light rail. Well, the West Valley, you really don't have that light rail option. So in the East Valley, you do, and I wish it was more developed and just a bigger presence. But you're kind of stuck with what we have, and you're not going to find it in the West Valley. Now there is bus service, and there's Uber and Lyft, but having a car here is definitely a must. But if you don't, stay in the East Valley, use the light rail there, because the West Valley, you're gonna be SOL. Sorry. Now, when it comes to jobs and careers, it depends on what your job and career is. For example, if you are in the tech IT space, I would suggest staying in the East Valley, especially the Chandler area. That has become a tech hotbed with so many companies moving and calling Chandler home because of that tech kind of foothold. And Facebook, they just moved I think a data headquarters to Mesa. So a lot of that type of work is coming to the East Valley. Now there are a lot of great jobs, a lot of great careers in the West Valley. It just depends on what that job, what that career is. Now, activities. So the great thing about living in the Phoenix Metro, there are activities for everyone. There's so much to do here. It depends on what it is you're looking for, though. So if you're looking to get out in the mountains and hike, West Valley and East Valley, they both have awesome parks, mountain ranges, trails. So depending on what it is you're looking for, it's almost a toss-up. I like going to Usery and Santan, and then the West Valley to Estrella Mountain Park there. But awesome trails in both spots. But when it comes to, say, pro sports, well, the West Valley definitely wins here, because the East Valley, well, we don't really have anything over here. However, the Coyotes are going to be moving their home base from Glendale to Tempe. At least that's what they say, but I know their contract is up in Glendale, so it'll be nice to get hockey on the East Valley, I hope. And the good thing is about so many of these master plan communities is you can find a park anywhere. There's awesome parks in the West Valley, awesome parks in the East Valley, and so many of these HOAs also have their own community parks. So you're gonna find great parks East Valley or West Valley. And there's also museums, the aquarium. Depending on, again, what it is you're looking to do, you can find something in both places. However, when it comes to shopping, well, honestly, I'm not the right guy to ask about shopping. I'm just not a big shopper. But the East Valley, is a little bit more populated, a little bit more, I would say developed, because the West Valley is developed, but there's more shopping in the East Valley, according to my shopping friends. So maybe that's something you want to look at a little bit further for yourself. But yeah, depending on, I guess, what kind of shopping you do, I don't know. The only thing I go shopping for, I guess, is food. So yeah, the shopping, I cannot help you there. All in all, the West Valley and the East Valley, both great spots. You're in Phoenix Metro, so they're awesome places to call home. We love raising our family here. We currently live in the East Valley, but I would live in the West Valley. It just, the East Valley, we just fell in love with Gilbert, and that's why we chose to call Gilbert home. But I have a lot of friends who live in the West Valley, and they love it. Thankfully, I work the entire valley, so if you're looking to make the West Valley home or the East Valley, I can help you do that. I'm not just set on one spot, and we'll help you find the right location for you and what fits your needs. And we can go tour those places, get a really in-depth feel, so that way you're making the right decision. But when you are ready to make that move, again, my contact information is below. Please reach out. I would love to help you. And let me know in the comments if there are other things you want to see, topics covered, certain neighborhoods, certain towns covered, and I would be happy to do that. And please consider subscribing, give this video a like, hit that notification bell. This is Rich Brecklin, eXp Realty, Arizona Life. I'll see you next time.